What's up, everybody? This is Brad, and we're checking out the last trailer for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. This is the very last one before release, so I'm interested to see in what they will reveal here. It's supposed to be like a 3-minute trailer. Here we are.
Hello, everyone. I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series.
Hello.
There's just 1 month left until the launch of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
One
In this vast world,
left.
Connects the surface and sky. You'll be able to enjoy using.
They announced this game, what, 4 years ago?
It's not long until you can experience this unfamiliar Hyrule. I'm also very excited to see how you'll explore this world. Today, we've prepared the final trailer before the game's launch.
I fully expect somebody to create a Gundam in this game. If there aren't giant robots in this game that people have put together with random crap strode across Hyrule, I will be disappointed. I've seen what they've done with the base Breath of the Wild game. Bring your A game, people. What's going on over there? The robot was fighting that choo-choo. Okay, Link jumps out of the battle bus. Da-da-da! Now, what is that mark? And why are there skylights? Oh, look! People are trying to rebuild a Hyrule Castle town. That's interesting. What the? Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I hate to do this in the middle of the trailer, but it's annoying me. The castle has risen out of the ground. Oh boy! Oh, they didn't show him. Zelda? A flying Viking ship? That was the castle.
Zelda, we rely on your knight and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
Who's that?
Link.
I have a theory. Low gravity. Ooh.
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do.
Do not look away. You
Here it
witness
is.
a king's
Oh
revival
no.
and the birth
Stronger
of a new
Lionels.
world.
Ah, there he is.
Okay, let's go.
What the?
But you are not alone.
Oh,
You are our final hope.
Jesus. All right.
Link. You must find me.
Find me. Well, that was interesting for sure. Let's go back and look at this. Can I go back? So let's see. Now, I had a theory, although now I'm starting to not feel quite so strong about it. Clearly a lot more content added to the game. That Viking ship is interesting. I guess we'll have to ride it. And it looks like, or I'm guessing, no shrines to be seen in any of these trailers, by the way. So my guess is we're getting dungeons back. That's what I'm guessing. The traditional Zelda dungeons people remember and like Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, all those old stuff. I think that's what we're getting this time. Because, like, there's some, that might be what people have brought up with the underground areas. That the dungeons are all going to be underground. Here we are in the castle. Looking a little bit less destroyed. Although, I'm wondering. Like, there's a scene. Yeah, here, where Zelda is talking to some being here. And we don't see their face. But they tell Zelda, like, we're counting on your knight, Link. And my first thought was, here, listening to this, is that this is a cutscene from the war from 10,000 years in the past. The original Calamity. Which I still think there's going to be a heavy focus on that original war. Because that's where this whole story started. The story of the Switch era of Zelda games started with the original Calamity. So, they're going to have to be talking about that. What happened in that 10,000 years prior to Breath of the Wild that resulted in Ganondorf being just there now? Because we found out, because this game and the other one, mostly just the game, this game exists because Ganon was not truly destroyed in Breath of the Wild. So, what happened? What went wrong? Why did our victory not mean anything in the grand scheme, as far as right here? Like, why was that? Why was the defeat of Dark Beast Ganon in Breath of the Wild not the end? Well, that's going to have to be explained in what happened in, 10,000 years ago. Because right under everyone's noses, Ganondorf was clearly just sealed away. That's the source of the malice. It was there the whole time and we never knew. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot of jumping back and forth. Because you can also see in this very next clip, there are two distinct looks for Link here. Look at his hair. This still looks like Breath of the Wild Link. But then there's also a wilder version of Link that you can see in various shorts. Well, let's go right to the very beginning, where he's jumping down. Where is he? There he is. Where his hair is like a little bit more wild. It looks a little bit longer. So I'm wondering if we might potentially jump between the past and the present in this game. Time travel's pretty common in the Zelda games. Ocarina of Time, you move from the present to the future. Granted, your body sleeps for 7 years in that time, but you can freely go between the past and the present. You can freely time travel in Ocarina of Time. You can travel back in time to the Temple of Time in Twilight Princess. You can do the same thing in Wind Waker to travel to the old Hyrule. I think. Maybe. Maybe not Wind Waker. Because the Master Sword's not in the Temple of Time in there. There's a secret chamber of Hyrule Castle, I think, where... Or maybe it was... I don't remember. But... there wasn't time travel in Wind Waker, if I remember right. It wasn't time travel. Time was frozen under the ocean, the original Hyrule. But in Skyward Sword, you do travel in time. Or there is time travel. You can go back in time because in Skyward Sword, you actually do kill Demise in the current era. But, what's his name? Girahim goes back in time to an era where Demise is still alive and uses the ritual there to resurrect Demise in the past. So, a lot of time travel in Zelda games. There was no time travel in Breath of the Wild, aside of the memories, but that's not really time travel. It's you reclaiming something that a thought, a something that you recalled yourself. You didn't actually go back in time. So, wonder if that will happen here. If there are two links, and to tell the story, we'll have to jump back and forth between what's happening now and what happened back then, 10,000 years. Because, like, I think, what was it, in Skyward Sword, the time jump was like 100 years, maybe? Perhaps, because the Impa that sort of is moving around, there are two Impas in Skyward Sword. The really old one, and then there's the much younger one that looks a little bit like her Hyrule Warriors counterpart from the original Hyrule Warriors game. So I'm wondering if these are two different links, not two different links. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, that would be right. Because the link from that original battle would be this link, maybe. Now I'm wondering if there'll be two different links in the game. Maybe this link is the one from 10,000 years ago we pull in, and there's two different links, and they have two different sets of abilities. I mean, that would be kind of corny. I mean, but there's been the Four Swords, there have been games with multiple links in them. And the whole idea of Zelda is that Link is reborn. Link, Zelda, and Ganon are just reborn all over again every time, and they just do battle endlessly. So, wow. I got a lot of theories just popping up in my head just from staring at this screen. Huh. Although, let's move on and let's worry about less. I'm a little bit less convinced that we'll actually be simultaneously have two links working together, so much as maybe we'll just be jumping between past and present. Zelda falls there. She says, "Find me." See, we've seen a lot of Link in the other trailers in that more, in that wilder form that, like I talked about, his hair is a little bit more wild. He's wearing less armor. But in a lot of these shots in this trailer, it's still more modern Breath of the Wild Link. Maybe with some better gear. But, and then we have our buddies from the first game. The new champions, I'm guessing this is what they will be. Every area had a new champion in waiting. That had what's this guy's name? I cannot remember his name. Mifa's brother, I guess that was her brother. But Zelda says, "Find me." So I wonder if she's been thrown back into the past. Or maybe the final battle with Ganon will take place in the past. And it's sort of like a loop where the prophecy of the the prophecy that we've been told about, the war from 10,000 years in the past, will be created by Ganon. That the ancient battle between Ganon, Zelda, and Link will take place in this game. Maybe we're seeing the events happen in reverse order. So this legend of this war from 10,000 years ago will result in maybe Zelda being thrown back into the past. Somehow Link, Zelda, and Ganon end up in the past 10,000 years ago, and it all just loops back around. Ooh. Like, I'm really liking this idea, though. Like, the idea that the battle is... I've talked way too long at this point. This trailer was only 3 minutes. But I like the idea that the battle could potentially be... that this warning from the past of this ancient battle is actually a premonition of sorts. Like, the events of this game are going to be what leads to the other game or something. I don't know. Like, I think there's going to be a lot of, like, paradoxical stuff. Maybe. Like, it's a sequel game. So, the timeline is going to clearly have us... I don't know. I don't know what else to say, because I have so many ideas. Because it seems clear, like, that Ganon was not defeated. Ganon's still alive, but they're going to have to explain where he came from, why he's still alive, and, you know, what's going on in this world. So, I don't know, but I still feel like there's the focus of the game is going to be a lot on going between what happened back then. Ganon probably will explain a lot of it himself. Maybe some of these new characters who will show up will be like, you clearly didn't learn anything from 10,000 years ago. I don't know. It's interesting, though. So there's like a whole bunch of new... Like, there's clearly a... appears to be a resistance building. Maybe you can, like, form battle teams to take on, like, teams of enemies now. You can recruit these people. Maybe they'll just help you willingly. Maybe this is a cutscene. There's clearly new bosses. I like that. They're not all just shadows of Ganon. I wonder what this is. I wonder if this looks like a new, I bet that's the Zonai. I bet these are people, this ancient race that no longer exists in the current timeline is the Zonai. So, again, I'm really curious here as to how this story is going to unfold. Like, Zelda's hair is shorter here. Like, I feel like the haircuts have got to mean something. Why did Zelda and Link's hair change? Like, Link's hair is not the same here as it is in his more, in his newer design. And there's Ganon. His face is obscured a little bit by the light. I can't tell if his hair is long-ish, or if his hair is short and he has like a transformation. But it's nice we actually get to see him, that he won't be just a skeletal being, this mummified undead state the whole game. I didn't think he would be, but like they just were not wanting to show us Ganon yet. But this is interesting. It looks like he's wearing a long robe here. Let me come back a little bit and play it.
Look away. You witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world.
No, not quite. It's the same outfit he's wearing. It looks like he actually has short hair, but it can Yeah, this looks a lot more like, at least in this shot, like, I don't know, he's giving me some Ocarina of Time vibes. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I've talked way too long. I'll just end it here with Ganon's face. And Ganondorf, I guess. It doesn't matter. Same being. So thanks for watching. Hope you didn't mind me rambling on about my theories about the game and its story. But what do you guys think is going to happen? Do you think we will go back to the past? Do you think time travel will come back for this game? Do you oh, Age of Calamity. There's some time travel right there. If I haven't played that game, but from what I understand, there's a little bitty guardian that goes back in time, and that could be interesting if we see some time. But I still feel very strongly that the focus of this game, there's going to be a lot more attention on the original Calamity from 10,000 years. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. I appreciate you watching. Tears of the Kingdom in 1 month. See you then.